Welcome to Author Mindset Monday with a quote from Bruce Lee, who said, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." I love that. Hi there, my name is Christopher Diarmani. It is my pleasure, it is my passion to empower aspiring Christian nonfiction writers just like you, so you can take that story, share the story of how God led you from trauma to triumph, so you can make the impact you know you were born to make in this world. God led you through all of these things for a reason, and that reason is probably so you can share your experience, your strength, and your hope with someone else and help them through the same struggle that you found the successful path out of. I love helping people write those books. I really do. And one of the easiest way to move that process forward is with focus, laser-like focus, like Bruce Lee talks about. So I want to talk about that a little bit today. So when you focus your attention on that single task, writing that next sentence, forget about writing the next chapter, just the next sentence, time becomes irrelevant. It ceases to exist in any meaningful way. Proverbs 4:25, for me, illustrates this point really beautifully. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, isn't it? Focus on the thing that's right in front of me, right here, right now, and give it my full and undivided attention. So when you approach your writing sessions like that, guess what? Really cool things go on. So start with setting a clear writing goal. Simplicity and clarity, these are your keys. Write down your objective for this writing session in a single sentence. So for example, I will write 1,000 words in the next 60 minutes. That's clear, it's focused, and there's a clear word count I need to hit and a time frame I need to hit it in. That's a really great way to set a goal for yourself. Or, and I kind of prefer this one sometimes, I will finish this chapter of my book before I stop writing today. That means the session could be shorter than an hour, it could be longer than an hour. It really all depends on how fast I write and how quickly I accomplish this particular goal, finishing this chapter, whatever that means. But write down something specific, either one of those two fashions, whichever works for you. And then use that as your focal point for this writing session. And then eliminate as many distractions as you can from your workspace. So for example, turn off your phone. Another thing I like to do is schedule my writing sessions. So I want to jump backwards just a little bit. Schedule your writing sessions in advance and then show up at those appointed hours and then do the writing. This commitment, putting it on your calendar, means it is a commitment. And yes, it's a commitment to yourself, but it's still a commitment you need to take very, very seriously if you want to write, finish, and publish your book. So start off there, scheduling your writing sessions. This is really, really powerful stuff. And then when you sit down for those sessions, turn off your phone, close all the programs on your computer except your word processor, or if you're using a voice recorder, get rid of everything except for that. Or if you're doing it the old-fashioned way, writing with, for example, a typewriter, or if you're using a notepad and pen, clear your desk of everything except those items. Give yourself that space, both physically and mentally, in order to get this done. It'll help a lot. Commit 100% to your desired result. Take your writing sessions seriously. There's a couple of really great things will happen when you do. Number one, when you take your writing sessions seriously, so will your family, so will your friends. They will give you that time. But more importantly even than that, is that when you take your writing sessions seriously, your infernal editor, that little jerk that lives up in here and spouts all kinds of nonsense and lies, eventually he'll realize that you're not listening and you're just ignoring him, and at that point, he will simply go away. If you just refuse to acknowledge him, really, really great things will go on. For example, it won't be long until the next time you sit down to write, and instead of nattering at you and telling you all kinds of garbage that really is not helpful, your infernal editor will simply go down to the basement, whine and sulk for the next hour because you're not paying him any mind. You're not paying him any attention. And in this state of focused intent, you're free to accomplish all of those things that you said you would in that opening sentence that you wrote down. I will write 1,000 words or 2,000 words or 10,000 words, whatever your word number is, whatever your number is, in that hour. Sit down and write it freely, and write because when you have that focus, when the infernal editor is gone, writing is really fun. Really fun. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you found that helpful. And